What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys an interesting, quick little video. Should be about maybe 10 minutes, maybe less. But this one is going to be about how to set up your backup iron sights on your battle rifle. Now, there's two really technical ways. Now, before we get this started, for all you safety people, there's no mag in there. Clearly empty. Okay. So, this is my main battle rifle, okay? This was one of the very first AR-15s I actually ever bought. This is a Ruger that I got off PSA, and yes, pistol brace, and yes, they are legal, because ATF can suck a dick. So can the FBI. But anyways, how to set up your backup iron sights. Now there's two ways, and it depends on how you have your setup, okay? So that's one setup, and here's another setup of mine, okay? So here's another one. This is one I got from PSA that I took all the parts and then rebuilt my own. And no, not a silencer. This is a sound mitigation device. It is from Wit Machine. They do make silencers, but this is more of like just a big old cylinder. Basically, think of it like a pipe that just focuses all the noise forward so you don't have to worry. So if you have a short boy AR-15 like that one, basically, it makes it a little bit more pleasant for those who were next to you at the range. But anyways, there's two types of ways to set up your backup iron sights. So this one has an LPVO on it, as you can see. And of course, safety check. Nothing in there. Okay. So that's my long gun. And then here's my short gun. So we'll start with the short gun first, because this is the one that I started with, and in all honesty is still my favorite out of the two. So how I did this, right, was I first put on my irons. Okay, that's how I did it. Okay, now if you have a red dot, any other kind of system like how I have with this one, right? So not sure if you'll be able to see that, probably not. Kind of can. Yep, kind of can. Now, the whole goal, right, is to get your rifle. Now, the way I set this one up was I had it all the way out. And then what I did was I lined up my rear sight, my front sight, and then as I put my red dot on, I adjusted it just properly to the point to where the red dot was in the center of my actual iron sight, okay? Which, trust me, is very, very important, okay? So, always keep that in mind when it comes to setting up your red dot on there. So, first, use your irons, test fire, get the range, put your red dot on, test fire, and that's after you've already lined it up, to see if the red dot hits the same spot as your irons, okay? That's one way to set up your irons. In particular, if you actually want to have your backup irons in the same position, kind of like how I have mine, that way you actually don't have to, like, turn. Because the one other way is 45-degree irons. And that's what I have on my other gun. And I will get into that. But first and foremost, so here, let's pop this down so it's a little bit easier for y'all to see, because that's the finer vision. But here we're going to go ahead and get that in there. But as you can see, right, how that goes, like that, that's perfect. That's in general what you want it to do, okay? You want your red dot to be on that front post of your iron sights, right, front post. And then you want this to all line up straight, just in case if your main system, right, if your main system breaks, shuts off, whatever, right? There it is. Let's say the main system shuts off. Boop. So, oh no, you have no more. You don't have that no more. Oh no. Oh no. So then, pop up your backup irons, and you are ready to go. Boom, boom. All good to go. That's the best part. Now, of course, yes, I also have an LPVO on here for range, or at least a little bit more range than, normal for this gun. Because that one, Not meant for distance shooting, but still really good. Now, if you have your rifle set up like this, such as an LPVO, which is really good for both close, or at least decently close, maybe not as close as a red dot, but in all honesty, a lot of these are actually getting really, really good, to the point to where they can actually keep up to a red dot, and or decent distance away. Now, the thing is, it's really hard, and I do mean really hard, to get your front and rear posts, sight pictures, to actually match up with something like this. All for the simple fact of the matter is that because of the way you have to set up your LPVO, either it will sit way too far back or way too far forward. So, 45-degree irons. That's where these come in handy. So, and at the same time, the way I have this set up is, even if my LPVO's whole system goes down, like, oh no, battery runs out, I still actually am able to look through my LPVO, because it still actually has all the mil dots and everything that's in there that I need. Now, it may not be as illuminated as it were if it was on, but still very beneficial. So, if you don't have an LPVO, or you're not really into them, or you don't know very much about them, look into them. They're really good for mid to farther ranges. Okay? And then when you want something up close, boom, that's when you have your 45-degree irons, and all you have to do is just set them on the side like so. Okay? Now, doing your 45-degree irons is the same way as you would do your normal backup iron sights, which is you put them on, you test fire, you see where you get, how far you are, and then you range from there. Okay? So, that's the two ways you can set up your backup iron sights. And in a way, this one is still my favorite. Just because there's no having to turn, there's none of that. All I have to do is just go like, oh hey, my red dot broke. Boop, pop, pop. And then boop, good. Now normally I always have the front post up anyways, because that way all I have to do is just pop one. Popping one is a lot better than having to pop two. If you don't know what I mean, is, pop. But yeah, that is how I have both of my battle rifles set up. This one, that one, and any other rifle that I have that has main, red dot, or LPVO. I always have backup irons because batteries run out, which is another reason why I suggest LPVOs if you're going to have something that's for a decent distance. Okay? LPVOs, really good. But, yeah. That's it for the video. That's how you basically set up your backup iron sights. And remember to go to the range, practice, train, and be diligent. And, don't be like some of these people who go, oh, hey, I bought a gun. It's totally fine. No, buy a gun, go to the range, shoot it. Okay? You can buy a lemon. There are lemon guns. Okay? Just saying. But, yeah. That is how I have both my gun set up. And if you're curious to why I have all the stuff on there, well, Norse, if you can't see the tattoos, same thing. So, like, share, subscribe. Stay free, America. Spread the word. Love you guys.